Happy birthday, you old B.
The Punisher's here.
Pizza, pizza.
We'll take a trip to the casting couch.
Would you like a sip of my sword?
And how about some cock talk? All
of that. Oh, and so
more.
much more here on News Dump. That's not bad.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Hey, happy birthday, you old bitch.
Yeah, joining the 37 Club, the Patrice Bergeron year. Maybe the only person that has ever made 37 notable.
Ronnie
I can't
Harrison,
think of another.
dummy.
Yeah, but didn't Harrison wear 33 for the Chargers?
37 always.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure about that's why. Also, Patriots more important.
Bergeron greater than Harrison.
That's a good one because Harrison has 2 championships.
That's a good
and
debate.
He was very impactful on both.
Yeah, Patrice Bergeron is my favorite Bruin since Raymond Bourque. If I wanted, like, if you are growing up and you want your son or daughter to play sound hockey, you show them footage of Patrice Bergeron. So I love him. I love Patrice Bergeron. Always will. That's the last hockey jersey I'll ever buy, the Patrice Bergeron captain jersey. Maybe I'll break it out today on my 37 day.
I will wear it for the full year, every day, so everyone knows how old I am.
I think, at 33, I was like, I'm getting a little old. 34, mid-30s, 35, mid-30s, 36, pretty aesthetically pleasing number. 37, I'm an old bitch.
Here's the thing, is since turning 37, I have needed more off days from the gym. I have needed more time to recover. And this is the first time in my life that I have actually needed that type of stuff.
Just took me 3.5 weeks to get over bruised ribs. But to be fair, the recovery time was 2 to 4 weeks. So I beat it by maybe 4 days.
Hell yeah, brother. Now, we do need to, now that we're both 37, now that we're both even Stevens, we need to do our challenge of who has higher T.
Okay. Yeah, I got mine tested last year, so I know my results as of last June.
My guess is that yours have gone way down, though.
They've probably gone up in the last year, I'm guessing.
There's no way that your T has gone up from 36 to 37. I think T drops.
I don't know. I've been sexier this year. I've been sexier in my 36 to 37 year. I mean, age-wise is working against me, sure, but everything else is working for me, You go to the doctor's office. How do I improve my T? You get your T tested. I'll compare it with my last year's results.
No. I need this year's results.
Well, you don't have any results.
I haven't been to a doctor in a long time. I really fucking need a
doctor. Get some results, and then we'll discuss. If I don't like my number, I'll get it retested again.
I got your doctor's phone number.
Mm-hmm.
I called them every day for a week, and every day I was on hold for a half an hour.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Should I just show up face to face and be like, hey, want to draw blood?
I selected mine. I selected him on the app and then just called and was like, I'm a new patient. You don't have the the portal?
I'll hop on the portal.
I selected it. So Harvard Vanguard's my insurance. I selected that doctor on that app and then just called and was like, I need a new patient thing. But it took like 2 months to get
I don't care who does this to me.
Yeah. Well, there's I think she's an NP, works under the doctor there. She's great. She's awesome. And when you message on the portal when you need stuff, they're pretty attentive.
Talk about a birthday gift for Big Dog across the way.
Yeah.
Did you see the news? Did you see who the Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover model is?
Oh, I did not.
At 38 years old,
Lizzie McGuire?
Miss Hillary Duff.
Yes. Well-deserved, Goo. She's on a comeback tour this year. She has been looking fantastic her whole life, but especially now as we've seen these Disney stars age out, and she still looks A+. They're like, oh, that's a thoroughbred right there. That is A+. Let's get her in the swim. I mean, I'm going to buy that issue. I bought a magazine in years.
It's a plunging one piece.
Well, that's just for now. Just for now.
Wait till Gronk gets a hold of it.
Is that issue out, or they just teased it?
I just saw on social media. I just saw the cover, and then there's like the pieces on the inside that you can read and whatnot.
Okay, you can talk. I'm going to do a little goose.
No, we're not doing this all episode. I should have waited until the end of the episode to tell you about Hillary Duff. That's on me. That is on me.
That's on you.
News dump. Matt, did you see this? Did you hear about this? Always at the forefront of innovation, Little Caesars is now testing drone deliveries for pizzas. They can bring the pizzas in just a few minutes.
Hillary Duff looks good.
She looks awesome.
Hillary Duff looks fucking good. Mm-hmm. Good Lord. I have never had Little Caesars goo.
No.
I know it's probably not good. I can tell you for sure it won't be the worst pizza I've ever had, because the worst pizza I've ever had is from Cece's Pizza Kitchen. Yeah. Cece's is fucking terrible.
But do you like the idea of pizza being delivered to you via drone?
Yeah.
Do you think that'll be, would that be cheaper because you're not tipping, or is it you're paying for the expense?
Do I have to set up a drone landing pad out front of my property here to have the pizza dropped and landed upon, right? Do I have to set up a designated zone, or does it just drop it where it wants?
Do you get food delivered to you ever?
Not often, but
I don't.
I do on occasion. I'd say probably like twice a month. And so I mean, you've been to my apartment. Yeah. It's a little confusing as to where my front door is.
It doesn't make any sense, honestly.
And so I get packages sometimes and food delivered to my neighbor's doorstep, and it's very irritating. I get on the apps because I make it clear. I also put a sign out front that mine's on the left. I make it clear in the app notes, and when it doesn't get followed, I ain't tipping you, bitch.
It's like the Domino's guy in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back in 1990. He's walking on the streets. He's like, something and a third? And a third? What is this? And they go, drop it down the sewer.
Yeah, you see that a lot in I am an A, so a number and then an A, and then there's also just the number that's next door. You see that a lot in Cambridge and Somerville, where they have like 33 and a half as an apartment because they built it behind that house.
When you pick up food, do you tip?
Never.
Sometimes it depends on if it's like a line type of place that makes the food, but I really don't want to tip anymore.
No. To me, you don't really have to earn your tip, but there has to be something there for me to tip you for. You tying up a plastic bag and stapling the receipt does not require a tip. Now, if you were pleasant to me and gave me my food and cracked a joke or two, I'm going to tip you. If you here's the perfect example. If you delivered my food to me in 2 minutes quicker than anticipated, I'm going to tip you a couple extra bucks, you know? If you deliver it to me 12 minutes late, I might tip you $1.
I think I swear at my phone every time that I'm ordering food to then pick up, and it goes through the options, and automatically 20% is highlighted.
Oh, yeah. Nonsense.
Fuck you.
Nonsense.
Get out of my face. 20% on a pickup?
Yeah, souk ma deek.
New stuff. You see this, you hear about this, we talked about this maybe last week. eBay has rejected GameStop's proposed $56 billion takeover bid, calling it neither credible nor attractive.
All right, we were on it first then. We also called it neither credible nor attractive.
But we don't know how money or the government works.
It's a good point. I don't know if GameStop was just trading in a bunch of games to get credit towards eBay. I didn't understand how it was working.
No, what I'm guessing is that eBay was valued at the $56 billion, and GameStop said, we'll give you $4.
Yeah, had to have gone down like that.
$4.50.
Yeah. But we'll give you $5 in store credit.
You can't buy anything in there for $5. Don't come in. I want those shoes with the fish. You can buy them on eBay. No, I'm here physically. I'm going to hand you money. You give me those shoes. That's from the 40-year-old virgin, guys. Sure is. News up.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, 40-year-old virgin. Over the past weekend, over at the box office, The Devil Wears Prada 2, another #1 finish in its second week, made about $42 million. 432 worldwide already.
Yeah, it's making buku bucks, that's for sure. It's been quite the steal in the movie draft for your pal Goo over there.
Hell yeah.
Quite the battle at the box office, Goo. Your second and third place finishers were Mortal Kombat in its opening weekend, #2 at $38.5 million. And Michael still making cake down there, $37.9 million in #3. Quite the battle up at the top there. Who knows how it'll shake out next week, but I have a feeling like Pradeu's probably going to hold on to #1.
I would guess for one more week, and then Mandalorian is the week after, right?
Yes, Mandalorian is next. There are a couple okay movies opening this week as well. And then also in its opening week, Goo, The Sheep Detectives, which Went undrafted in our draft. No one knew about this movie at all. Made $15 million, 27 worldwide. More importantly, Goo, 94 and 96% on Roddy T.
Hugh Jackman's highest Rotten Tomato movie.
Crazy. And he's the one that gets killed at the beginning of the movie, right? He's like the shepherd that the sheeps are...
Way to give it away.
The premise of the movie is the sheep detectives are trying to solve who murdered their shepherd. And I believe...
The premise of the movie is read the title.
Yes. Yeah. So
Which I kind of like.
I don't know how often Jackman's in the movie.
You know what? That might be an episode. Movie titles that perfectly describe the movie. Sheep detectives.
Yeah. Self-explanatory.
Also with Pradeux, I don't know if it's the same as the first week, but I think in its first week, it was like a 70% female audience. So it's one of the first movies in a while that has driven that type of audience.
Yeah, I don't think there's any women going to see Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat!
So, Goo, Mortal Kombat, 65%, 89% with the audience score there. I have seen it.
No.
I'm here to tell you. Sucks. Stinks. Blows.
Man.
It's much worse than the first one.
Oh, I've seen Michael.
Okay. How'd you feel?
I felt like I had read his Wikipedia highlights.
Okay. All right. I do not recommend spending your hard-earned money on Mortal Kombat. I don't know why it's getting so much love. Maybe to make up for the fact that the first one wasn't in the theaters.
You say so much love, but also 89% from the fans on, something that's made specifically for fans actually isn't that high.
I mean, it's still pretty good.
It's okay.
Still pretty good. 65% from the critics, though? A little confusing. That struck me as like a 45% from the critics.
News down. You see the new He-Man sword cup. So the power of Greystone. You got the sword.
Grayskull.
What did I say?
Stone.
Same thing.
So the power of Emma Stone.
You can untwist the top of the sword where the handle is, and there's a straw where you can then suck your Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm sorry, Mr. Pibb.
Two things about this.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Doc of the TLDR podcast, 3D printed his own He-Man sword, and it's like 5 feet tall.
Can you drink out of it?
You can't. So second to this is way cooler than the popcorn buckets. A sword that you can drink out of, give me that over a popcorn bucket every time.
So the bucket that goes with this is a castle, much, He-Man Skeletor.
And we are a pro-castle podcast.
But the one thing I don't like about the sword, I don't like the straw. I think it should just be like, you're sucking down the sword in the theater.
You're just plugging on the knob of the sword.
Yeah. It makes too much sense that we have gone for so many years of having popcorn buckets.
Popcorn buckets
that you want to fuck. That now we get drinks that can fuck you.
We've created a nice triumvirate.
Yeah.
The drink can fuck you while you're fucking the popcorn bucket.
Right. And then when you're not using both of them, you can just take the drink and stick it right in the bucket.
Store it in the bucket.
Things come full circle.
I've seen videos like that.
Yeah. News dump. Daredevil Born Again Season 3 will include a significant time jump from Charlie Cox via Screen Rant. We're probably jumping ahead a year or so, kind of like the real-life distance between seasons. Good. Let's jump ahead. Let's figure things out. Let's move on to something else.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the #Dork Podcasts episode about this. I'm interested to see if they felt similar to us. We're rudderless right now with Daredevil. There's no really place to go. The place we finished at the end of season 2 was less than desirable. So, yeah, let's get somewhere and do something fun.
News down. The next live-action MCU television series, will be VisionQuest, releasing on Disney Plus later this year.
I'm starting to suspect I'm going to really like it because there's no reason for me to look forward to this. And the last couple series that I've had no reason to look forward to, I've liked more than most of their series. So I bet I'm going to fucking love VisionQuest.
I'm hoping that the first scene in it is War Machine showing up, putting his hands together, is like, all right, we're doing the War Machine show. And I'm saying, we're actually going to do Vision instead.
We've changed our vision, our direction.
Don Cheadle just scurries back into the bush like Homer Simpson. News dump. The Punisher. It is hitting Disney Plus tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern time. It is 44 minutes long. Max, stop shaking your head.
Joke.
This might be, my guess, this is going to be the best thing we see all year. No fat, raw muscle.
I don't agree. Also, the fact that it's shorter than what the Netflix episodes were back in the day. This bullshit.
Also doesn't include credits.
Bullshit.
This doesn't include credits.
This is fucking horseshit.
No.
You're teasing this for a year and a half to give us 44 minutes.
What is your favorite kind of steak?
This fucking stinks.
What is your favorite kind of steak?
I like a New York strip. Good.
No, you like filet mignon.
No, I like a New York strip.
Okay, you're changing your attitude now.
Yeah,
I don't like this. New 37-year-old Mac.
I prefer a New York strip to a filet mignon. I do.
Moving forward, Mac and I, we're just going to start chewing the fat on it.
I do. I mean, I know you're a tomahawk boy, which has both the ribeye and the strip.
Yes.
I think the ribeye is generally overrated because it's too inconsistent with the fat pattern, and sometimes it's too hard to render the fat when it's in the middle of the cut. So that's why I prefer the strip with the fat cap, so you start with the strip.
You can redistribute that fat as you'd like.
Yeah, but then you're just cutting up the ribeye, so you might as well get the strip.
I hate it when the waiters ask me, would you like your steak cut? No.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, into pieces,
I can cut my own steak.
I don't even want a knife.
Oh, look at Baby Mac. Yes, please. Can I have my steak cut?
Also, don't put down the filet mignon. It's quality.
Can you please tie my bib, too?
If I want a petite cut of steak, give me a filet mignon.
News dump. Sebastian Stan on starring in The Batman 2. Mac, what did he say?
He said it will be a challenge, like everything else. I feel like it's a really ambitious movie.
That's the end of that.
I feel like it's a really ambitious movie, and I think if we do it all right, I really think it's going to blow people away. I'm so excited about Matt Reeves' directing because he's been one of my favorites for a long time. Of course, Stan is playing Harvey Dent.
Oh.
I'm assuming the conclusion of the movie leads to Two-Face.
So what I'm hoping for, so this will come out hopefully in 2027. Fingers are crossed.
Yeah.
You know how at the Oscars, you can be nominated twice for Best Actor now?
Mm-hmm.
What if he is nominated for both Harvey Dent and Two-Face?
Do you think that the third Matt Reeves Batman movie is going to have Two-Face and the Joker in it? We've never seen that before.
I'm really hoping that Joker is not a main character in any of these movies, and he's just always in the back. He's always just at Arkham.
Giggling in the post-credit scene?
He's always in a cut scene. Never even in the actual movie. It's always, well, we had this extra scene where Barrack Hogan is laughing and, with his cut-up face. Here, you can watch it now.
What if it's a cut scene to a post-apocalyptic world where him and Batman are actually friends now?
They're friends, and the Joker offers him a nice reach-around? That sucked.
It sure did.
Wow.
And people tried to tell me that was worth it, Goo. People tried to tell me that all that was worth it. All that money and time that Zack Snyder put in to an additional cut of a movie that he made 4 years prior was worth it.
Look, I liked the Snyder cut.
Come on.
But I'm also not going to tell you it's worth it.
Okay.
We can find middle ground here.
All right.
News dump. Shigeru Miyamoto says
nice pronunciation.
Thank you. He said
I don't think
he
you got
did
the
not.
first name right, but it sounded cool.
It might be Shigeru. Sorry, it's Shigeru Miyamoto. He is the creator of Mario.
Sure.
He did not allow Illumination to add crude jokes in the Super Mario movies, and I'm questioning if he allowed them to put any jokes in.
They were like, all right, Shigeru, what do you think about cock and balls? And he was like, no. Hashtag not my Mario.
I've seen some YouTube essays recently talking about how he should not be in charge of these Mario movies because while he is a genius at making the Mario games, what makes him a genius at making those games is he is all about simplicity. He doesn't want the people thinking too much about it. So someone will pitch him like, okay, let's figure out why Princess Peach is taken. And they'll give this big backstory to why. And then Miyamoto will say, well, she likes cake. What if they lure her with cake?
I'm thinking about this, stumbling upon this thought here, and I'm sure someone's expounded upon it on the internet.
By the way, this is all via Cranked In.
Via Cranked Hog. So Mortal Kombat 2 comes out, tries to capitalize on a sneaky fan favorite. Super Mario comes out with its second one, which tried to capitalize on a wildly successful first movie. And I think that I'm realizing that we have to give Sonic a little bit more credit for like capitalizing on an underrated first movie and improving upon it, and then having a second and third movie that were like legitimate.
What they also do is that they add one character to each movie. They don't add 50 every single time.
Yeah.
Because my son, he'll ask me like, hey, why weren't these 10 characters in the first Mario movie? And I'm like, we got to take our time. We can't.
Yep.
It's too much.
Yep.
News dump. Mac, a new Planet of the Apes film is officially in the works. Matt Shackman is directing. It'll be a new original story. It's reportedly not a continuation of the last film via Deadline.
So that last trilogy, which Matt Reeves directed 2/3 of, was one of the best trilogies in cinematic history.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even exaggerating there. It's fantastic. So I'm glad that it's not a continuation of that, because that was sort of a complete story.
Right, but the last movie was a prequel, right? Or it was like years down the line. It wasn't really a part of the first trilogy. It wasn't a part of the Reeves trilogy.
So I'm talking about the Reeves 3 movies.
I know, but I'm talking about the one that came out 2 years ago. That was pretty good.
Okay. Oh,
Kingdom of the Planet of the
I forgot
Apes.
about that, actually. Yeah. So,
it was a solid movie.
Yes, it was. So, you know what? I guess you could have continued that. I actually forgot that movie existed. That movie was pretty good. I guess not good enough for me to remember. But like that last movie showed, you can tell a story in that world without touching prior stories, and it still be successful.
News down. A Westworld movie is in the works at Warner Brothers. David Koepp is writing the script, and a major mystery filmmaker is eyeing to direct.
This is interesting because the HBO series was based off the movie from the 70s, right? The original thing wasn't a series, it was a movie, right? Or am I wrong?
It's a book.
Yeah, but then there was a movie in the 70s.
But it wasn't based off the movie. It was based off the Michael Crichton books.
No, I understood. But that original property non-book was a movie and not a series, right? And then they made the series, and now they're getting back to movie. There's something there. However, what made Westworld so good, season 1, was that you had time to sit in that and tell the story. I don't think you can encapsulate that story in 2 hours. I'm just intrigued because Westworld season 1 was a legitimate great season of television, and maybe they'll be able to capture something like that.
News down. The Baywatch reboot hits Fox in January. This is starring Stephen Amell, Noah Beck, Shay Mitchell, Livy Dunn, and Brooks Nader.
I don't know what they're doing, but they're definitely getting the eyes there. You get Livy
It's all
Dunn
about hard bodies.
and these young stars.
This is what they got to do. Story doesn't matter.
It's true. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And if you go back and try to watch the 90s Baywatch show, it's pretty terrible. It's pretty bad. So you just need sexy bodies.
It's all about hard bodies. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
News dump. Mac, let's jump over to the casting couch. Sinqua?
I think that's how I'd say it.
Okay, Sinqua Walls has been cast in Man of Tomorrow. This is a hit in theaters July 9th, 2027. Some suggest he could be playing John Henry, the owner of the Red Sox. He's buying Superman and then taking away all of his powers.
Yeah, there's a character named Steel in DC Comics that I'm loosely aware of. And
Shaq plays him, doesn't he? Shaq played Steel.
They're suggesting Sinqua Walls may be playing John Henry Irons, a.k.a. Steel. Sure, why not? I don't know this fella. I don't really know the character.
Shaq was Steel. I'm being serious.
I know.
Yeah. So not only is he playing the Red Sox owner, he's playing Shaq too?
There you go.
Holy shit.
Good. No one talks about enough. No one talks enough about how the fact that John Henry got in his car one day. Well, he didn't drive it, but his driver drove him to the Sports Hub studios so that he could argue with Felger and Match. That was the best hour of radio ever.
I think about it a lot. And then every once in a while, I think, maybe he'll drive into one of the sports stations today.
That was after the Chicken and Beer, right? So that was 2011, maybe?
Yeah.
That was fucking seminal moment in Boston sports history.
News down. Aaron Paul has been cast in Fallout Season 3. This is via Deadline. You're watching Fallout, right?
Yeah, so Fallout Season 2 was disappointing, I gotta say. It wasn't bad, but Season 1 was pretty great. Season 2 just, didn't capture the essence of Season 1. and a little bit like kind of what we were talking about Mario. It's expanding a lot, but we sort of lost the part that we liked in season 1. So I don't know. I mean, we like Aaron Paul, but do we? Have we liked anything Aaron Paul's been in that's been non-Breaking Bad?
The Price is Right. He was in a good episode of The Price is Right.
You're right. Back in like 1.
Oh, what was he almost cast in? What did I see? Oh, was it? It might have been Malcolm in the Middle originally.
Was he going to be Reese?
Either Reese or Francis. I'm trying to think. Another one that I saw, I was watching a retrospective on News Radio, the 1995 sitcom. Originally, the Joe Rogan character was Ray Romano. But after they shot a pilot, they said, this doesn't really fit.
Interesting.
1 year later, Everybody Loves Raymond. Can you imagine a world where we have no Everybody Loves Raymond, but Ray Romano is the top podcaster in the world?
Yeah. Everybody Loves Joseph was an underrated 90s sitcom, and then Ray Romano is a controversial podcaster.
News dump. Ray Romano is actually in the new season of, what the fuck's it called? It's the Netflix show.
That narrows it down.
No, with Goldie Hawn's daughter. I'm really having a tough time. Kate Hudson and Brenda Song.
You know Kate Hudson is Goldie Hawn's daughter. Why didn't you say Macaulay Culkin's wife?
And Macaulay Culkin's wife. It's not called Shooty Hoops. It's called Running
the basketball
Points.
one.
Yeah, Running Points. Yeah, okay. It would have been funny if they called it Shooty Hoops.
Is he playing a sports reporter in that?
No, he plays a head coach.
Okay.
He plays a head coach.
I like Ray Romano, good.
I do too, and that it would have been funnier if he played a Sports Center newscaster
named Ray
from that SNL sketch that he did back in 1996.
I don't even know the sketch.
Sweet sassy molassy. You get another joke in there that I don't want to say. So
this is just yet another plug. If you have not seen the movie The Big Sick, you need to see it strictly because
that's a wonderful
Kumail and Ray Romano are so good in it.
News dump. Can we get to the actual topic now, Max? Stop getting sidetracked. Amy Madigan and Steve Buscemi have been cast in Ryan Coogler's X-Files series. This is via Deadline.
I like that. Didn't like Amy Madigan in Weapons. I like that she's casting Coogler's X-Files. Always like Buscemi, so this is good.
News dump. Are you forced to like Steve Buscemi because he was a firefighter?
I think so, yeah. I think it's in my contract.
You have to like Steve Buscemi. You have to like that firefighter show with the broken lizard guys. You have to like...
that show stinks.
You have to like Chicago Fire.
That show. Here's a little pull back the curtains here, dude.
Yeah.
As a firefighter, when there is a fire to fight, you don't see shit because of something called smoke. It inhibits your vision. You don't see a fucking thing until you are on top of fire, basically. What none of these shows ever show is smoke. Just flames. Just flames. For dramatic reasons, obviously. But it means that I can't watch these shows. I can't do it.
You have to shake Dennis Leary's hand whenever you see him.
But if you give me a sexy backstory like Rescue Me has,
I saw Pete Davidson was doing something with Dennis Leary where he had to go into a fake fire and do something. They didn't show him inside the house, but they showed him after, and he said, that was a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Let's see here. Ben Kingsley has been cast in The White Lotus Season 4. This is via Deadline.
I still have to finish White Lotus
Season 2, right?
Season 2.
Yeah.
I'm like 2/3 of the way through. You didn't like Season 3? Is that, if memory serves?
I spot in and out. I don't really finish them.
Okay. All right. I will finish. Season 1 was so good. So good. I'll finish them at some point.
News dump. Cock talk. The Ted sequel series is officially titled Ted the Animated Series. Seth MacFarlane, Mark Wahlberg, Amanda Seyfried, and Jessica Barth all reprised their roles. This is coming to Peacock. And I'll tell you what, I'm a little disappointed. I think I would have preferred if they just continued the prequel series, but now animated.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
I think I like those characters more.
Those characters are more fun, and
Yeah.
you could probably have a little more freedom because it's like 80s, 90s stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's, I don't know. You're right. I think I agree with you there. I think the prequel animated series would be better. Of course, though, when you get Wahlberg and Seyfried back, then maybe there'd be something there. I don't know.
It's animated, though.
Yeah.
News dump. The Paper. Is it the Paper Company?
No, just the Paper.
It's just the Paper? That's the Office spinoff. It's returning to Peacock in September. I know with the last one, they put it on Peacock, but then they ended up running some of those episodes on NBC, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so. You and I went in with the lowest of expectations, and I think we both agreed. Pretty solid. It was worth...
It met our low expectations.
Yeah, it wasn't a waste of time. There's one character in there that made me want to punch myself in my own face. But other than that, pretty good. Actually, that character is from White Lotus Season 2. Also very annoying in White Lotus Season 2.
But we also said to each other, we want to see a Season 2 because that's when The Office and Parks and Rec found what they were going for because they didn't have a great Season 1 either.
Yeah, there's something there. It's never going to be as good as those shows, but there's something there.
News dump. A24's Friday the 13th prequel series, Crystal Lake, will release October 15th on Peacock. That's the spooky season.
Mm-hmm. And Goo, get this. Linda Cardellini will be playing Pamela Voorhees. I mean,
stab
sign
me.
us up.
Stab
sign us
me,
up.
Linda.
Yeah. Put a sword cup up my ass, Linda.
I might ignore some kids and let them drown just to get a peek at fucking Pamela.
Yeah. This is perfect casting because she's also shown the last few years she's good at spooky stuff.
Yeah,
she's
very
great. Good at spooky stuff. This is a great role for her.
News dump. Do you have a draft update? I put it here in a question mark.
Oh yeah, Goo. I do. I did it this morning
really?
for you. I did it this morning for you.
We are
so as of May 12th in
Yes.
the year of our Lord 2026. Goo has had 4 movies come out. Keith has had 4 movies come out. Davey and I have had 5 movies out.
Brag.
In first place, with a little bit of a lead at the moment, is Goo with 260 points. You've had a couple steals, Goo. Hopper's huge. Devil Wears Prada, huge for you. You've had $27 worth of movies come out. You're at 260 points. Tied in second is Davey and I, both at 170 points.
Are you worried?
Nah, I'm worried that I didn't spend all my dogs. That might end up actually mattering. Davey's had $21 worth of movies come out to get to 170. I've only had $6 worth of movies come out to get to 170, so I'm off to a good start.
Yeah.
And then bringing up the rear is poor Rich Keefe.
Bringing up the
with 4
He-Man
movies
sword
and 70 points. He's had 2 goose eggs so far, so it's really 2 movies that have gotten him that, and that's $12 worth of movies. Coming up for Keith, he's got In the Gray out this week, Passenger out in a couple weeks. Coming up for me, I have Obsession out this week. That's getting really good reviews. Davey has Mandalorian Grogu coming up next week. And then Goo, you have nothing until Animal Friends next month. So we'll see what things look like in about 6 weeks.
Did anyone take that Animal Farm movie?
No.
I was really concerned when it came out. I'm like, shit, did I take that or Animal Friends?
Took Animal Friends. Yeah. So
similar
maybe it'll
cast,
be as
though.
bad.
It was a similar cast. That's why I was like, I know there was a bunch of stars in this. Did I take this movie?
This will be interesting because we'll have a good idea where this is by August, I think, because you end July with Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then you have a bunch of cheap movies by the end of the year. So if you're pretty far out ahead, it'll be tough to catch you.
And they're all Christmas movies, so you guys are all fucked. All right, news dump. That'll do it for this news dump. Should we do we have Punisher, but that might not take a full episode.
It depends.
Let's see how good Punisher is.
Where it leads to,
because
right?
we
if it
also
leads into something.
We might have to do one of our award-winning "What Have You Been Watching Lately's?"
Okay.
With Punisher, Mortal Kombat, Michael. I've watched other stuff.
All right.
News dump.